The thoroughbred is a magnificent animal, bred for speed, bred to compete, the sport of kings.
Wow, West Coast has it by 6.
It's the all-new Let's Go Racing from Parks Casino and Racetrack. It's action-packed and fun for the entire family.
3 of them are right together with 1 furlong to go.
Let's Go Racing is brought to you by the Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association. It's fun to see them run.
And that beautiful sound is the call to post to get us in the mood for Kentucky Derby Saturday. Welcome to Let's Go Racing. I'm Danny Gibson here with Dick Girardi, and we're coming to you from our Parks Racing studio, but it is Kentucky Derby Saturday. We have a great show today. Get in your car, come out to Parks. The gates are open. We have live racing today. On today's show, we're going to go over our 2-year-old races that we had here. Plus, we had some Parks horses go down to Laurel Park and run in some stakes. Just a fun-filled show for you today. Lots to cover, but it's the run for the roses.
It is. We got 20, at least we think we do. Terrific field. Looks really evenly matched. No obvious favorite. I think Forte will be the favorite, Danny. He should be the favorite. There's 7 Grade 1 wins among the 20 horses. Forte has 4 of them. That's how accomplished he is.
Well, let's go to this video from Churchill Downs to get us in the mood. What a beautiful scene from Churchill Downs. It really is a bucket list event. I got to check that off my bucket list last year, but let's dive in a little bit deeper. We did say Forte will be the favorite for Todd Pletcher. He's sending out 3 horses this year. What are your thoughts on his barn? It's
the strongest group he's ever brought, Danny. He started 62 horses in the Derbies, won with 2, and neither one of them, I mean, Always Dreaming was a favorite. The other one, he wasn't really thought out that much, but I think this group, given the fact that Florida Derby winner, Louisiana Derby winner, Bluegrass Stakes winner. This is some trio that Todd Pletcher has, and of all the horses he's brought, I think Forte is the most accomplished of any horse he's ever brought to the Derby.
And of course, we're talking about Forte, Tappet Trice, the Big Gray, and King's Barnes, who's kind of been the sweetheart horse of the Derby so far. Well, we caught up with Todd Pletcher on what he thinks it takes to win the Kentucky Derby.
We have experience doing it, but you know, when you come in with a group like we have, then expectations are high, and along with that, you know, you're a little more tense about it and anxious for the moment to get here, and just hope that, you know, we know we have some really good colts, and we just want everything to continue to go smoothly and you know, give them their best chance, best opportunity.
Big Saturday here at Parks Racing. Get in the car, get out here if you're not out at Churchill Downs, because come watch the Kentucky Derby with us. We have live horse racing, family fun in the picnic area. We have DJ Tonka. I like to jam to his moves. And it's just going to be lots of fun. I'll be out there getting some cheese fries later.
Yes, you will. We promise a nicer day than last Saturday, Derby Day, when we understand it was not very nice here at Parks. Danny and I were, of course, in Louisville.
Well, we're going to have more Kentucky Derby talk later in the show. And, of course, Dick and I will give our selections who we think will be wearing that beautiful garland of roses. Let's get to some local racing from Parks. Of course, we're talking about Monday's 11th race. We previewed it last week, who we thought were going to be the winners. Of course, I think I got the winner. We're talking about 11 races, claiming $5,000. Some really neat war horses in here going 6 furlongs, $18,000 purse. And our favorite is Positively Awesome for Juan Avila.
Yeah, the money came in kind of late on Positively Awesome. Danny has speed on the outside. The other horse with speed is Our Good Time Charlie. He was 2-1. On paper, at least, there was a chance they could hook up and have a duel and possibly set it up for another horse that maybe even you pick, maybe.
Here's the call, the local race of the week.
And it is Our Good Time Charlie and Positively Awesome, those two slugging it out on the front end. Backing off into third, there is Pointer beginning to move up. Dizzy Gillespie King's House doing his best, but he is in 5th now. Then it's Tactical Plan beginning to improve. And from off the pace, keep your eye on Molina's Dream. He is beginning to unroll from the back, and nothing yet from You Should Be So Lucky. The opening quarter went in 22-3 as they make their way around the turn. Our Good Time Charlie, he's in on the rail in the yellow. On the outside, Positively Awesome. Dizzy Gillespie launching his bid from the middle of the track. On the inside, there's Our Good Time Charlie, Positively Awesome, a persistent foe. Dizzy Gillespie, the veteran, is grinding down the center of the track. Tactical Plan also picking up some pieces. It is Dizzy Gillespie. He is hitting the top of the stretch in the lead. There's a 16th left to go. Dizzy Gillespie, here comes Tactical Plan with one final bid. It is Dizzy Gillespie. The Warhorse gets his 14th win.
Dizzy Gillespie gets it done with the jockey Jaime Torres, who had 2 wins on the card yesterday. Dizzy Gillespie, my pick, paid $10.20.
How about that?
Nice price.
4-1. I was surprised at the price. I thought this horse would be bet much more than that. But the Dream Trip off the 2 speed horses, kind of what we both thought last week. The figures were there, but Danny got to pick first. So
I got to pick first. I got to have a win. Well, we're going to head to our first break, but we have some Parks horses that went down to Laurel Park and running some stakes races, plus more Kentucky Derby talk, all on the other side of this break.
It's the great neck of You Must Chill, just in front now from Classic.
Chapman Ford of Philadelphia. Your new Ford is right here, and we're here to help make it happen. Now we've got plenty of new Ford inventory, but if we don't have exactly what you're looking for, we can help you custom order the new Ford you want your way. And right now you can lease a new Escape for only $339 a month. Just $339 a month for a new Escape. Or lease a new Explorer XLT for just $489 a month. Only $489 a month for a new Explorer XLT. Chapman Ford of Philadelphia, the #1 volume Ford dealer in the Philadelphia region.
Peace and Justice. Lifetime, he sired over 60% winners from starters and nearly 40% 2-year-old winners from starters. His runners have won or placed in nearly 40% of their starts, with average earnings per starter well above his stud fee. In 2022, his progeny won at 14 racetracks in 10 states. Peace and Justice, standing at Blackstone Farm, PA.
The Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association is the advocate for Parks Racing's horsemen and has worked hard to secure better lives for the hundreds of trainers and their families that work in the thoroughbred racing industry. Our horsemen benefit from medical coverage, trainer pension plans, and increased purses. Thanks to these horsemen, racing at Parks is the very best, providing entertainment for you and the entire family. The Pennsylvania Horsemen are proud to be part of the community and introduce a new generation of fans to the sport of kings.
Racehorses are pampered,
treated with care, and loved.
Nothing is more important than their health and their safety.
We do right by them,
and they do right by us.
the hard-working folks
Who proudly earn our living.
In Pennsylvania's horse racing
and breeding industries.
Horse racing is a lot of fun.
but it's so much more.
It provides tens of thousands of jobs,
Jobs and billions in economic impact each year.
all across the Commonwealth.
Horse racing in Pennsylvania, it's a winner.
If you want action and you want it now, you got to get the new Parks Racing mobile app. Wager and watch thoroughbred and harness racing from around the world. With the Parks Racing mobile app, it's easy to open and fund your account. Then place your wagers and cheer on your horse as they thunder down the stretch. With the Parks Racing mobile app, you'll easily make withdrawal requests, view the previous day's replays and results. Plus, open any new account now and you'll be automatically enrolled in the Parks Rewards program. The more you wager, the more you earn. Get the new Parks Racing mobile app and get in on the action. Welcome back to Let's Go Racing. Let's talk more about the Kentucky Derby because that's on everybody's minds today. It is the most fun race to watch, that is for sure. And Brad Cox sends out a huge contingent for horses, including the Pennsylvania bred Angel of Empire. There's so much to like about him.
Yeah, Arkansas Derby winner. Couldn't have been more impressive. Cox and Pletcher have 35% of the field, 7 out of 20. Cox also has something that very few other trainers in this race have, Danny. There's a paucity of speed. There's almost no early speed, unlike last year when we went under 22 seconds. He's got Verifying, who's got speed. He's got Jace's Road, who's got speed. But I think, like you, I think his best horse is Angel of Empire.
Absolutely. Well, Brad Cox with a huge barn this year. Here's more what he had to say.
Physical and personality and pedigree, he's just a horse that's supposed to get better with distance and age, and he has. He really has. I mean, he's 2 for 2 at a mile and an eighth. There's not too many horses, I would say, that are 2 for 2 at a mile and an eighth coming into the Kentucky Derby, because you don't really have that many opportunities. We've been very fortunate with 2 of ours to have run a mile and an eighth with Hit Show, having won the Withers in second in the Wood, and then obviously Angel of Empire with his 2 victories, going a mile and an 1/8 in February, and then there April in Arkansas. But you know, that's you know, just a horse that's, you know, meant from a pedigree standpoint and a physical standpoint to get better with time and age, and he has.
Having a 3rd favorite in the Derby is very exciting. I love the way Angel closes. That's one of the things going to get real excited next Saturday. You see all those legs come around that final turn, and there's not a more, I mean, my heart will be a-pumping from the beginning till the end.
It's going to set up really well for Angel of Empire. A lot of speed inside of it, try to get over and save as much ground. And, you know, coming in here this morning, we said we wanted between 6 and 14 or 15. They're both there, so we got to be happy.
One busy week for Mr. Brad Cox, that's for sure, but we'll be rooting him on, and I think the state of Pennsylvania will be as well.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Look, he has a Derby winner in quotation marks in Mandaloon, but I'm sure he'd like to have one first across the wire, unlike 2 years ago.
Well, we'd all like to see that. Well, let's get back to some racing at Parks, and our 2-year-old stepped on the track for the first time in 2023, and boy, they were impressive. They're going to go a quick 2 furlongs just to get them started, $45,000 purse, and our favorite is trainer Scott Lake's Heavy Timber, and Scott said this is the smartest 2-year-old he's ever had the pleasure to work with.
Interesting, 8-5, and as you said, when Scott talks, people listen.
Fuego SOS is our second choice for Clovis Crane. Clovis Crane is just one really neat horseman. Always enjoy when he comes to Parks Racing.
He is. He hangs out at Penn National. Clovis is one of the good guys in the game.
Here's the call of the 2-year-old race.
And it is Factor You and Me In who's emerging with the lead, being chased by Heavy Timber. Factor You and Me In, stride and clear here. He has 2 lengths over Amorati on the outside. Heavy Timber, it is going to be Factor You and Me In. He debuts a winner.
Factor You and Me In gets the win with jockey Julio Hernandez. He said this is one nice horse. He had a lot of fun, and Clovis really bought him ready to run. And notice the breeder and owner there.
Yeah, it was interesting, Dan. I mean, this horse just beat the gate. The race was over in a hurry at 2 furlongs. Yes, bred and owned by Blackstone Farm, and yes, the breeders of Angel of Empire.
Maybe a sign of things to come, that's for sure. Well, let's go down to Laurel Park. It's the $100,000 native dancer going that 1 1/8 distance. You see some Parks horses in there, but Nemitz Class is the favorite for Bruce Kravitz.
Yeah, looking for 4 in a row. This is another Penn National based horse. Has been really hot and has won 3 in a row at Laurel, going for 4.
Want to point out, Forewarned is in there for Uriah St. Louis, and Forewarned just coming up on some huge earnings there.
Coming up, getting close to $1 million, needed to finish first or second in this race to go a remit.
Here's the native dancer.
And they're off here, the native dancer. Good break for Nimitz Class. Was up there for early speed with Van Scholars, and Nostalgic Run with foot 2 well, 3 wide into the turn run. Ain't to Beer Cole settles back in 4th about the 4-path around the turn. American Doro and Forewarned to the 2 in the back. So Nimitz Class is up front against the rail. On the outside, Nostalgic Run to push that one long. They're head-to-head for the lead. 2.5, 3 lengths back, and Ain't to Beer is Cold is 4th, and Van Scholars is in 5th. Another 8 or 9 lengths back, and American Doro and Forewarned is trailing the field. Opening quarter mile on the money, going 24.37. It's a contested pace as Nostalgic Run to the outside and Nimitz Class out of the inside, exchanging the lead. They're head-to-head at nose-to-nose as they run now toward the 5/8 pole. Ain't to Beer Cold, Van Scholars side by side. They're 3rd and 4th now with 5 furlongs left to go. Back to American Doro, and Forewarned is last a long way, about 16 off the pacemakers. Continuing Nimitz Class and Nostalgic Run. Nimitz Class gets away a bit. 47.34 was the half mile. Nimitz Class suddenly puts 2 on Nostalgic Run with Ain't a Beer Cold in 3rd. Then Van Scholars ridden along for more in 4th. Now 7 to make up, but Nimitz Class is open to 3-length advantage around that far turn. Here's American Doro trying to pick it up now, and American Doro is trying to rally for the back of the pack. Is coming with a wide sweeping run, 4 or 5 wide now, splitting horses. Here's American Doro. American Doro into 2nd. They turn for home, and it is Nimitz Class after 6 and 1 minute 11.74. A 6-length lead. American Doro has moved solidly to 2nd, but Nimitz Class with a big lead. A furlong left to go. It's 6 lengths, and 2nd is American Doro. Another 6 back, and Van Scholars is in 3rd with a 16th left to run. Nimitz Class in front, and Nimitz Class will sail home.
And Nimitz Class, the favorite, getting it done, just kind of was up on the lead and just really opened up in the turn, but nice closing run from Forewarned.
Yeah, Forewarned ended up finishing 3rd in this race, Danny. Danny's now $742 short of $1 million for Uriah St. Louis. But yeah, Nimitz Class is one hot horse. I would not be surprised to see him go out of town, start racing against some of the big boys.
All right, put that one in your virtual stable. Well, we have another good one down at Laurel Park. It's the $100,000 Henry Clark. This is a mile. It was on the turf. Of course, with all the rain, it did come off the turf. And our favorite is Classier, who was a main track only.
Yeah, Classier, very happy to see this come off the turf. Won last 2 races by almost 8 lengths combined.
And so is our second choice, Yodelay for Jamie Ness.
That's so impressive, Danny. We like this horse. I call him Yodel because I can't do what Danny just did.
I'm a shower singer. Here's the call of the Henry Clark.
It's the Grey Neck of You Must Chill. Just in front now from Classier on the inside in second and 2 lengths back, and Bodie Cream. Clubman is fourth on the inside, another 2 lengths back, and Yodelay trailing the field. And last now some 8 off that pace. And so Classier goes on down to the inside, leading the way a half length from You Must Chill, with Clubman tracking lead in third position now, 4 or 5 to make up, and Bodie Cream is next, and Yodelay opening quarter mile went in 24.33 on the track now rated good as Classier leads them into the far turn from You Must Chill. Classier's a length in front from You Must Chill, another 4 lengths back, and Clubman travels in third position through a half mile in 47.58 as they round the turn. Bodie Cream now 7 lengths from the front, and trailing the field is Yodelay with 3 furlongs left to go. Classier getting away under a hand ride. Opening up now, Clubman bids through on the inside of You Must Chill, and Bodie Cream is next, and Yodelay on the inside trying to get something going. Yodelay has a bit of run and angles off the inside for the final quarter mile. Classier 4 in front. Classier through 6 furlongs, a minute 12.16 with Clubman 4 lengths behind. Yodelay third of the outside and driving. Classier's in front with a 4-length advantage. Yodelay coming with each and every stride of the outside. Classier, Yodelay Classier and Jevion Toledo to prevail by a couple of lengths on the line.
Classier just went to the lead, never looked back. The 2 MTO horses ran first and second. Nice second from Yodelay and yeah, You Must Chill making his return to the races. Our Alphabet Soup winner from a few years ago, but I think he prefers the turf.
Yeah, for sure. Classier, a really good horse, and Yodel, another good run. This is a horse now got 13 wins and 13 seconds in 54 lifetime starts.
Well, we have to go to another break, but we have more Kentucky Derby talk. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Turning for Home is a nonprofit that has provided nearly 2,800 former racehorses with a safe retirement. The program was created through the foresight of the Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association.
We all love animals, and to give back to something that helps us so much, it's a great thing.
Responding to the need for a better system that addressed the uncertain future for the retiring equine population at Parks Racing, the PTHA rallied horsemen to support the program.
These horses can do anything from hunter jumpers to western to therapeutic riding.
Turning for Home became the first on-track retirement program at a year-round racetrack.
We want to make sure that our horses that have run so well for us over the years get the great opportunity to get a new vocation.
Out of everything that we've done in Pennsylvania for racing, I think that's the thing we can be most proud of.
If you would like to help these amazing animals find a great second career and forever home, please give us a call or contact us at turningforhome.org.
Welcome back to Let's Go Racing. We have more Kentucky Derby contenders to talk with. In Japan, they've been training so well. They have Derma Sotogake. They feel they're not just here to compete this year, but they want to win. We've seen them do very well in the Breeders' Cup. Could they have another big race ahead of them?
I think they got a real chance, Danny. If you look at the times on Dubai World Cup Day, UAE Derby actually went faster than the older horses ran in the Dubai World Cup. So this horse has to be a contender. I mean, he won going away, and to your point, the Japanese have figured out international racing. Now they're coming over here to see if they can conquer the biggest race there is, and I do think Derma Sotogake is an absolute contender in this race.
Oh, I do too. Coming from post 17, we'll see if he can do it. Here's more with the Japanese connections.
He's the first of the Japanese runners in the Kentucky Derby to have been a champion 2-year-old on dirt, so we're hoping that it will give us a little extra advantage.
Christophe Lemaire, he kind of employed different tactics in Dubai to Derma Sotogake's previous runs. Do you expect Christophe to employ similar tactics and use his speed in the Kentucky Derby?
We're going to leave that up to Christophe. So it was a spectacular performance, and Lemaire did a wonderful job with him, and the horse came out of the race with very little damage.
Is Derma Sotogaki the best horse in the race?
もう間違いないと思います。はい、勝ちます。
Absolutely, he's the best horse. He's going to win.
Another really interesting horse is coming from the West Coast, California. Practical move for trainer Tim Yakteen, coming off 3 really big wins, and find him really intriguing with Ramon Vasquez. He's got a lot of tactical speed.
Yeah, Ramon Vasquez is one of the hottest jockeys out on the West Coast right now. It's interesting. This was just a horse until he got on him, and he's won 3 straight stakes. And if you keep watching the end of the Santa Anita Derby, Danny, people focus on the fact that he only won by a nose. He kept going. He won the gallop out. This is a really good horse and an absolute contender for Tim Yakteen.
Talk about his last race, that 3-horse rush to the wire in the Santa Anita Derby where he prevailed by a nose.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts when you're watching that unfold?
Well, I didn't know if we got there or not. Those were my thoughts. But my thoughts in hindsight are that I think he showed another dimension, that he's a horse that can get in a dogfight and keep giving it to you. Because I felt in that race, his competitors had the opportunity to collar him, but yet he kept giving it to you. He has the running style where he was just cruising, and he generally will open up against his competition, whereas this time we just sort of waited, and he came into their game, but yet he was still able to prevail.
We're going to jump into our Jockey and Trainer of the Week, brought to you by Turning for Home. Congratulations, Alan Bedard, our Trainer of the Week, ran 1st and 2nd in a maiden race yesterday.
Very nice.
This barn's been doing very well, a good percentage for the small number of horses he's been running.
He's a sharp guy. Just give him some good horses.
Absolutely. And congratulations, Jockey of the Week, apprentice rider Jamie Torres. See him riding in New York, you see him riding here, and not only is he a talented rider, he's a smart rider. He's been telling his trainers where they think they have their best shot. They've been listening and been getting wins.
There you go.
I'm paying attention. Well, it's time for Eye on Racing, and of course, all eyes will be on Parks Racing.
Absolutely.
We have a big day today, as well as Churchill Downs. Gates are open. Come join us. We have live racing today. Watch the Kentucky Derby on the big screen, and our picnic area is open. It's going to be a really fun day here, and we're going to have some quality races here at Parks as well.
No question, and we're going to preview one in a little bit, but first Saturday of the year, there'll be another one on Preakness Day, and on Belmont Day, and of course on Pennsylvania Derby Day on September 23rd.
And Churchill Downs will have no shortage of stars running today, of course, headlined by the Kentucky Derby, but just the quality of stakes that they have. We got to see that last year.
We did. It's one of the great non-Breeders' Cup cards of the year. Nothing but good horses from beginning to end of the day.
Will you be playing any contests?
Yes, I will.
Well, I won't be playing contests, but I will be betting pretty good. I've been saving my...
saving your ammunition for this
I've been saving my allowance money,
there you go.
and I got some plans going. I'm really excited. We're going to head to our final break, but we're going to give you our Kentucky Derby picks. You don't want to miss that, and we're going to preview a race from Saturday, all coming up on the other side.
Peace and Justice. Lifetime, he sired over 60% winners from starters and nearly 40% 2-year-old winners from starters. His runners have won or placed in nearly 40% of their starts, with average earnings per starter well above his stud fee. In 2022, his progeny won at 14 racetracks in 10 states. Peace and Justice, standing at Blackstone Farm, PA.
Chapman Ford of Philadelphia, your new Ford is right here, and we're here to help make it happen. Now we've got plenty of new Ford inventory, but if we don't have exactly what you're looking for, we can help you custom order the new Ford you want your way. And right now you can lease a new Escape for only $339 a month. Just $339 a month for a new Escape. Or lease a new Explorer XLT for just $489 a month. Only $489 a month for a new Explorer XLT. Chapman Ford of Philadelphia, the #1 volume Ford dealer in the Philadelphia region.
Here in Pennsylvania, we're proud of our breeding program, the best in North America. But we're also proud to be leaders in this industry. The PA Horse Breeders Association is funding cutting-edge research at Penn Vet to detect gene doping in thoroughbreds. And we endorsed the SAFE Act to help end the slaughter of American horses. Plus, we're pleased to support the aftercare programs set up by our horsemen's groups. Just a few of the reasons why you should join us in Pennsylvania, the premier place to breed and race.
If you want action and you want it now, you got to get the new Parks Racing mobile app. Wager and watch thoroughbred and harness racing from around the world. With the Parks Racing mobile app, it's easy to open and fund your account. Then place your wagers and cheer on your horse as they thunder down the stretch. With the Parks Racing mobile app, you'll easily make withdrawal requests, view the previous day's replays and results. Plus, open any new account now and you'll be automatically enrolled in the Parks Rewards program. The more you wager, the more you earn. Get the new Parks Racing mobile app and get in on the action.
Take your 4 horses that are in the Derby. Take Todd's 3, maybe 4 that are in the Derby. Put your handicapper hat on. Who's got the stronger hand?
He does. I think he does. He's got 2 really, well, I mean, he's got 3 really good horses. And, you know, I mean, I would say that he's got 3 horses coming in off wins. And if you ever look at horse racing as a whole, whoever won the last race, it's always the buzz horse. I mean, it's like, and I think out of Todd's, the top 3 he has, the one that might not be getting the most attention would be King's Barnes. Well, it's because his win was 6 weeks ago. The other one's won 5 weeks ago. So, and 4 and 5 weeks ago. So it's just kind of like, what have you done recently, right? I think it really catches a lot of people's eye.
A nose and a head difference and you'd be the one coming off 3 major preps.
Yeah, no, we had a great prep season. You're exactly right. We Arkansas Derby, and you know, like you said, a nose and a neck, and we have 3 horses. But you know, listen, it was a great weekend. It was a tough weekend in some regards watching those races. But once again, very proud of the efforts, and I think they're efforts that these horses can build off of because they've come out of the race in good order and they've showed us good work since.
Welcome back to Let's Go Racing. Well, Churchill Downs doesn't get to have all the fun. We do it well here at Parks, and we're going to preview a race from today. We like 9th race because it's the same distance as the Kentucky Derby. Right. That 1.25 miles. It's a starter allowance, $40,000 purse. Of course, I had the winner last week, so you get to pick first this week.
I do, and I like Rough Sea, Danny, for Bobby Moscow. 42 lifetime starts, 11 wins, 7 seconds, 9 thirds, and I think the 1.25 miles will be just perfect for Rough Sea.
I do know a little bit about something about Rough Sea. The longer, the better. Use him in your exactas, but do not count out Rondon Scorsese. He's a really cool horse for Miguel Rodriguez. The more distance, the better for him. He's got that long kind of stride, and he'll be coming at the end with Andrew Wolfson. I like it.
There's your exacta at Parks.
There it is, Rondon Scorsese and Rough Sea, the 2 R's. Well, let's talk more about the Kentucky Derby. I mean, of course we have to give you our selections.
Well, we know who your selection is. You've known for a month, so let's let everybody hear it now.
I'm
who do you
going
like?
with the Pennsylvania bred Angel of Empire coming from Post 14, Flavian Pratt. My mouth to God's ears.
There you go. Angel of Empire, the 3rd PA bred potentially to win the Kentucky Derby. After hours in the film room and studying this, I've come up with what I think is a 20-to-1 shot live. 2 fills. Number 3, the winner of the Jeff Ruby Stakes. I thought it was the most impressive of any of the late Derby preps, and I think this horse will get ignored because people think it was just synthetic. I went back and watched all his races. My man Larry Ravelli, and I'm a huge Jared Loveberry fan. Just give me a good trip. 2 fills to 3 at 20-to-1.
Oh, what a cool win that would be for those connections. Well, we hope you have a great Derby day. We certainly are. Come hang out with us. We're here racing. Hope you had a great show. We'll see you next week on Let's Go Racing.
And they're off. Skippy Longstocking has early speed. We the people from in between horses. Taba has got the lead now. It's Taba in the center of the racetrack, but Taba is drawing away. And Taba with Mike Smith, they win the Bet Parks Pennsylvania Derby.